Most guys think confidence is about money or looks, but it's not. Here is why you're invisible and how to fix it today. One of the most common mistakes that I see men make on first dates, which is actually one of the easiest to fix, is eye contact. A lot of men struggle to have strong eye contact with a lady. What you need to know is women respect you when you look directly into their eyes. This is something that it took me a little while to notice. I actually didn't realize how weak my eye contact was when it came to dating until a lady actually brought it up to me. She said, "Do you actually want to be here?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely. Why do you say that?" And she said, "Because you're not even looking at me and you're not even taking this seriously." After that, I left that date and it was honestly one of the best things that happened to me. To actually get that advice from another female, I then just started applying that to other dates. She told me on the date, she said, "Here's a quick tip. If you want to win girls over more, you need to look directly into their pupil and show that you're actually serious about wanting to be there with that lady." It was the best piece of advice I'd ever heard. After that, I took that piece of advice and I applied it to casual dating. What I noticed was I was incredibly socially anxious and I was always thinking of things to say. But once I actually removed this and just started focusing on direct eye contact, I noticed that I was just way more in control. I felt way more present. I felt like the ladies were giving me respect instantly, and it was making them feel comfortable that they could open up and share experiences, speak about whatever they wanted, and everything was just flowing so much better. The number one mistake that men make is weak eye contact, looking left, right when the lady's speaking to you. The next time that you're on a date, or even if it's with your girlfriend, just stare at her directly in the pupil and just listen to what she's got to say. Don't think about how you're going to respond, something else to say, whatever it may be. Just be fully present and you will notice how much of a difference she will respond to you. Lock your gaze, slow your movement, because presence is magnetic. The second biggest mistake that I see most men make is the need for approval. And sometimes this is extremely painful to watch. What I've actually noticed is some men may actually have the confidence to go up and do the cold approach and start speaking to a lady in public, but they just burn it because they sit there and they start waffling on, start talking about them, trying to get that validation, and you can see it in the lady's eyes. She just gets extremely bored. If you're going to do the cold approach, you need to go up, be direct, short, and sharp, get the contact details, and then follow up with a message scheduling that date. Don't sit there for 5 or 10 minutes trying to find connection. When you go out on the date, that is the time you're going to get the connection. You've gone up to her, you've caught her completely off guard. Therefore, you should respect her time, respect her space, be short, sharp, and she's going to respect that a lot more. And the chances of you succeeding when you act like this is going to be much, much higher. Do not seek for validation. When you're on a date, do not focus on you and trying to impress the girl too much. You are going to make her the prize instantly. She's going to know that you're trying to validate yourself, and straight away you're going to lose your masculine frame and it's going to lose your chances of pursuing anything further with that girl. You need to understand that you are the prize already and you're here to actually validate her and see if she's worth your time. I used to be dating 6 or 7s and I wanted to incredibly up my game and go into the top tier women and be dating 9s, 10s, and so forth. When I got into the higher league of women, I realized that all these 9s and 10s, they know that they're beautiful. They know that they look like a smoke show. They know that they can even be intimidating. So you need to hold your frame and just not give a shit how beautiful she actually is. When you're dating 9s or 10s, you have a whole different level of game. A lot of these women are extremely confident, incredibly secure, and to be honest, it can be intimidating as a man. When you've got an extremely beautiful girl in front of you, it can be intimidating that you do actually want to impress her. You need to have the mindset that you are the man and you bring all the value. Because if you're following the path of a traditional man, that means you are going to be providing for her. She's not going to have to work. You're going to provide for her. You're going to make her life easy. You need to know deep down that that value you provide is going to be way more than the value that she can actually bring to the table. So when you stop seeking approval and you reframe things and you know that you are the prize and your time is valuable, you'll notice that that energy will just radiate differently and you will just become way more magnetic. And don't do this in an egotistical way. No girl likes an absolute wanker. You want to do this in a classy and a self-respected fashion where you just know what you're worth, and that's going to radiate towards those other ladies, and then that's actually going to switch the frame and they're going to be actually seeking your validation and you will no longer be seeking their validation. The third mistake that I noticed that most men make is just speaking too fast. I used to do this all the time. When I was on a date, I was speaking fast. It was because I was nervous, feeling anxious, whatever it may be. I used to be incredibly socially insecure, have social anxiety. So when it came to conversations, I was speaking like an AK-47, rapid fire, and it didn't get me anywhere. Until I learned to watch myself speak. This meant slowing things down, visualizing myself in a calm frame when I'm on a date. The easiest way to overcome talking too fast is just to simply slow your words down. Watch yourself speak. Try and calm yourself down as much as possible. Girls want to be with your chill self to begin with. What I mean by chill self is we've all got different types of selves. We can have our crazy self, our happy self, sad self, relaxed self. You don't want to try and be someone different because girls will notice that straight away. You just want to be yourself, but try and be your relaxed self. When you be your chill self, you will notice that girls will just pull in much, much quicker. This is going to make ladies feel way more comfortable. So when you actually understand this and you focus on just being your chill self, it takes away all the pressure of needing validation, speaking too fast and messing things up. You just simply sit there, relax, look directly in her pupils, ask her the right questions, let her speak, and you will notice the whole energy shift and you will be absolutely amazed at the way that women are responding to you. Now, I say this from firsthand experience because I didn't actually start off as a good communicator. I was actually totally the opposite. But after trial and error and recorrecting things, I eventually came to a stage where I feel like I've absolutely mastered the art of communication, especially when it comes to dating. Fix these 3 things and your confidence will skyrocket. If you want more strategies to go from invisible to magnetic, just send me a message and I'll be happy to help you in any way possible. Just DM me and I'll show you exactly how we do it.